Hi, how are you? Well, my name is Carmela, and I'm from Power Rises Spirit. Just wanted to go live I've been drawn to go live for the past little while, but I, I took some time to really concentrate on what I wanted to do. And was it right for me? Was this what I wanted to do? And so after last month of going through what I felt like a painful process, I was um, I was directed in sharing my experience because I feel that this month has gone through, well, this past month of August, we have gone through um, a hellish of a time. So for me, it was more about um, the painful process of shedding. Which shedding, there was so many components to that I needed to go through. I felt I kept getting the visualization of the earth shifting, which it was the earth's plates were literally vibrating, but they were like shaking. So the earth itself was shaking off. What no longer needed was no longer um, useful for Mother Earth right now. And with that, it came for us the same way, just like we were. I felt for me, it felt like I was going through a birth canal all over again. Not that I really remember that part, but I felt really uncomfortable. Many, um, many times I felt almost like a depression, but not really a depression. It was just an uncomfortable feeling of being here on earth. It felt like, as an empath, as a healer empath, I felt like I was going through shake, like shedding my skin, shedding my whole body in to emerge to whoever the true self I am. So come September, I feel refreshed. I feel much more um, assured of what I need to do. I feel more secure on the thoughts and confirmation that I am being getting, um, and my path of where I need to go. This is what I feel in this month that is coming. So this month that is coming, I feel there is a lot of projects. I want to, for the first day or two, it was like very uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I wanted to do. I didn't know where to go about doing it. It was almost like I was lost, and I had to regain my footage all over again. Felt like I was disoriented. I felt like I wanted to go home, not this home, but where I am from. I wanted to go back to my galaxy that I belong to. I felt I had no reason of staying here no more. I felt very uh, sad. I I really I didn't know how I could cope with whatever was thrown at me anymore. Um, and just a real sense of missing my real home, my energy of just being the loving and caring and peaceful energy. That's where I missed. And I just wanted to go home. And so after I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, sobbing because I was missing home, and I took a day to just really let it sink in. what it was that I was really missing, what it was that I was feeling. Was I feeling the overwhelming sensation that whatever we are doing here on earth, it felt like it was way too much. It felt like I had been pushed to the limit and I couldn't be pushed anymore. I'm a pretty strong soul and I can take a lot, but this was extremely painful and hard. And so, after that day that I took for me to let all the frustration, all the sadness, all those emotions that were building up, overwhelmed, let them go. I just cried, I just sat, I just enjoyed me, stayed with me, and allowed every feeling that was coming to be filtered through me. I felt afterwards so much better, felt empty almost. So it was empty to be refilled, rebuilt. And shortly, within a couple of days, I felt a need to reconnect with the ground again, with Mother Earth again, with the earth, the trees, the water, all the elements that we have here on Earth. I felt that need of reconnecting again. So this is what I did. I did go to the forest. I did walk through the forest. I really took the time to really listen for every sound that the forest was giving me. And I took a little bit of time. I didn't just walk fast. I really took my time walking through it. I sat throughout the points of my path and my trail, and I sat down periodically and I took in the information that the earth was passing on. And for me, there is no better way of spending my time and recharging than being in the forest that way, being in a trail that way, being with Mother Earth. We have done most of the hard work here on Earth. The people are waking up, and it is a great thing to see. We have to remember that we are all in a different path. We all have a different job to do here on Earth. Some people are here just to hold that space. They are not talking about spirituality, but that doesn't mean that they're not connected. I have a friend of mine that, for example, that she is very connected. She gives you great insight and great messages, but to her, she's not connected in that sense. But she is the best human being that I have come across. She will be there for anyone who is suffering, for anyone who is treated unjusted. She will be the first one to step in front of that person and to protect that person. And so, what, I was thinking this morning, what is her role here? And what came to me was her role here is just to do that, to show love. Show love to the people who are not being heard, who are not being treated fairly. But she's not here to speak about spirituality, to awaken other people. She is here just to protect and to guide others. And as I was thinking that, and as I got that message on my walk this morning, I looked down and there was this little feather, little dove feather, which to me, dove represents love and peace. And this is what she represents in this earth, love and peace. So we have to be okay with people walking their own path. We have to let them walk their own path. We can speak and we can open up that door, you know, leave that little bits in their mind and saying, what if? But our job is not to force them to follow us. I will be the one in the darkness with a lantern, holding a lantern with the light and waiting for someone to follow the light. I'm not going to force you. I'm just going to wait. And this is my job. I have the information of when you come to me, if you need it, I may have that information, or I may pass you along to someone who may have that information for you. Sometimes the students overpass as a teacher, and that is great too, because this is where we are. We are supposed to take this person and elevate them to the next level. And maybe this is our job, to get our students and elevate them to the next job, the next step. We have to be okay with that too. It doesn't mean that they're better than you. We are all equal. What it means is that you helped them along to open that door that they were waiting to be open and they couldn't do it on their own. This is why you were here to do. So this month of September that is coming, I feel that there is a lot of project that people will be putting in motion. I feel the earth is taking a break from the transformation. I feel that the people are taking a break from the transformation. And there will be more to come. But right now, we all need that break. We all need that rest because we have been pushed to the limits. We couldn't do it anymore. So if they pushed us any longer, a lot of the light workers would have probably chose to go. And this is why we needed that break. We needed to take a step back. We needed to re-energize, rebuild, and regain our thoughts, regain our strength, and the new knowledge that is coming, we will be able to pass it on with much more accuracy, with much more positivity, and to embrace where we are. I'm just listening. Take a breath, take a breather. This month, do as many helpful things you can do for yourself. If you can do a cleanse through this month, please do a cleanse because your body will need it for the next wave that's coming. Keep active. You're saying make sure you drink a lot of fluids, a lot of water, because your body needs to be replenished, needs to be strong. Body is an amazing thing and it heals itself sorry. It heals itself from the inside out. So for doing that, you need to give it the proper food, the proper um, nutritions that it needs. And not everybody is a vegan. Not everybody is, needs to stay off gluten. You have to know your body. What works for one does not work for the other. There's people who need to have the proteins in a meat, in the sort of the meat, the, um, and some people need to have the sugar, I'm hearing, in their body. And I'm not talking about just white sugar. I'm talking about, the breads and the pastas and the all the other kinds that will turn into sugar in your body. Because not to you just eat a teaspoon of sugar, that's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to actually help you. It's going to actually be worse than that. But you need to really listen to how your body feels, what it needs, and just pay attention to it and feed it. Feed it accordingly. The next wave that is coming, it will be a little more intense. It will bring whatever the rest of mm, stuff that you haven't worked out, will bring it to the surface once again. And this will happen over and over until you actually deal with it. The reason why it's put in our face, it's put in our way, in our path, is because we need to clear that. We need to clear those things that are holding us back. We need to clear those things that are hindering our growth. And in doing so, you'll be able to expand and to be where you need to be. Trust, to build the trust, to let go of fear. Look at factors that you are fearful for. What is the reason why you are fearful for? Is it something because the unknown that you're fearful of? Forgiveness. It's another one that people need to deal with. The judgment. Letting go of the judgment. These are all things that we have bottled up. It's sometimes shoved way deep, and we don't want to deal with stuff like that. Something was done to us unjust. We sometimes don't want to look at it again because we don't want to deal with it. But by dealing with it, by looking at it, you will let go and you will feel so much lighter. And also, you will make room for um, other things to blossom in your life. Because when you hold on to things like that, it doesn't have room for anything to grow in your life. Just like a suitcase. When you stuff the suitcase full of clothes and then you buy something new and you want to put it in, there's no room. So you have to get rid of something old to put the new one in. So just like that, you need to work with your body. Okay. These are the words that have been given. These are the words that have been passed on to pass along. Hmm. Work work with who you are. We are all beings from different parts who have come together on earth to support and to heal her and us. This is the year that we need to clear our karma, to need to clear our slate. By doing so, we will return to the time where we once were completely pure. We have been tested. We are still being tested. We will be continued to be tested. Because our source wants to make sure that we are the purest beings to continue forward from where we are now. Give you thanks for watching. Give you thanks for listening. Take in what resonates with you, leave the rest. Love and light with you. May you shine forth and stay strong.